All right, happy Tuesday night, everybody. Welcome on into the Hat Creek Interior Studios. We are emanating from, coming forthwith to you out of here in the Hat Creek Interior Studios tonight on the daily broadcast. You don't have to own a ranch to live like you do. You can go to hatcreek.us if you live outside the Hubaplex. If you're in Lubbock and the surrounding area, check out the showroom, 10101 South Slide Road. The greatest, the best custom furniture and accessories, Western style, not from Dallas to Denver, but from that coast to the other coast out there, Hat Creek Interiors. Check them out. Great Facebook page. They're awesome. All right, stuff to do tonight. What do we got? It is Tuesday, Tuesday's best. We celebrate the life of Joe Ely, passing away yesterday, age 78. Multiple health issues over the last year or so. We knew about it, but it was still kind of shocking. Tonight, I want to celebrate Joe Ely and everything about him. All right. Your favorite songs, your favorite shows you saw, anything and everything if you're a Joe Ely fan. Also tonight, Texas Tech football cruising in on, I guess, a quarterback in the portal. Sounds like Sorsby out of Cincinnati. And also, you got your assistants paid today. That's good. That's really good. And then finally, everybody talks about it. Nobody wants to do anything about it. You gripe about the transfer rules. You gripe about the portal. You gripe about all that stuff. All right. You're in charge of college sports, college football. What's your transfer rule and how do you enforce it? And what is it and why? What's your transfer rule? How do you do it? You tell me. Tech men's basketball tonight against Northern Colorado. Play good, get the win, rest some guys, get ready for Duke. There you go. All right, here we go. In three, in two. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt. The Raiderland.com is where you start your day every day, including those great Raiderland hot links, the freshest and best links from around Raiderland and beyond. Brought to you by Jackson Brothers Meat Locker in Post, Texas. West Texas legends. Can't guarantee Christmas delivery now. Can guarantee, we always have to do that. Holiday delivery and for sure Orange Bowl if you're outside the immediate area. If you're around Post, go there. Tell them we said thanks for supporting Raiderland. Now, we're brought to you by Middleton and Son Farm and Ranch Appraisals and Sales. Gold standard. They brokered the deal for the 4.6s. So if you're thinking about, selling some land here in West Texas and beyond, all the surrounding states and beyond, you need to talk to Middleton and Son. Generationally strong. Charlie and his guys can get it done for you. Ben Kirkpatrick, he can make it happen. If you're looking at buying a piece of West Texas, you go to Middleton and Son. Awesome Facebook page, awesome website. We encourage you to go there. Also brought to you tonight by McAlpin Chiropractic, the official chiropractor of Raiderland. Kind of strain too much getting the lights put on the house or Christmas decorations out of the attic, or you're just stupid and you play pickleball and your back hurts. Well, don't call a quack. Call Kevin Mack. That's totally not his slogan. Could be. It's not. Great Red Raider. He's worked with high-level Texas Tech athletes over the last couple of decades. He can work with you. My own family has gone there. I can't give you a better letter of reference than that that my own family has worked with Kevin McAlpin. And, of course, everybody tonight, whether you're on YouTube, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. And, hey, we need subscribers tonight. We're stuck on an ugly number. It's the number between 665 and 667. I don't like that number. I want to get to 700 tonight. So everybody on YouTube, hit like, hit share, invite people in, get us over that awful number. And maybe you're on Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Maybe you're on Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. Everybody gets in on the United Supermarkets chat line. The supermarket that loves Texas Tech, West Texas, puts their money right there. All right, let's do it. Craig, the talking box is on. James jumping in also on Facebook. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Thumbs up. Jeff, the first one on our YouTube channel tonight. We're talking Texas Tech football. We're talking assistants getting paid. Locked up. Shield Wood, Mac Leftwich. And we're celebrating Joe Ely. All right? That's what we're doing tonight. I want to hear from you. Your favorite Joe Ely songs, whether originals, covers, doesn't matter. I mean, him and Butch Hancock. I can't think of Joe Ely without thinking of Butch Hancock and the rest of the Flatlanders. So if Butch wrote it and Joe made it famous, we're good. Whatever else is on your mind. Jeff, favorite Joe Ely songs. One, Treat Me Like a Saturday Night. Going downtown, treat me like a Saturday night. I was playing that earlier today on the guitar. Number two, Honky Tonk Masquerade. You sure look fine tonight in the beer line site. Beer sign light. Great line. The lesser known Behind the Bamboo Shade, which has a great bass line on Bamboo Shade. Yeah. 78 years old, passing away yesterday. Good stuff on that. It's all good. You guys jump in tonight. Let's see. Don Williams may be the first to report this. Lubbock Online. AJ, want to give him credit. Other places. Texas Tech finalizing new deals for Mac Leftwich, offensive coordinator, about 1.5, 1.55. And then Shillwood getting about 1.8. Competitive with the coordinators around the country, SEC, Big Ten. Folks don't have to worry about that anymore. You got your coordinators coming back. I assume most people are happy about this, right? You don't have to worry about it. That they're I'd seen online, people go, why aren't we hearing anything about Texas Tech and coordinators? Just going to let them walk. They're not going to pay them. No, they're getting paid. Everybody be getting paid. Shillwood, priority for me. Keep him. Mac Leftwich, keep him. Pay reasonable. Do what you got to do. And I don't know. I did not see a lot of wind in the wire of other schools coming after them. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Don't know. Joseph gets in on Facebook. I would we're talking about, so the question tonight, what would be your college sports transfer rules and why? Specifically football, but in general. How would you do it? What would you do? I would open the portal the day after the national championship game. If you leave early, the team you're going to has to buy your contract. Favorite Joe Ely song? Must have not have got a lot of sleep last night. Great song. All right, so the idea of buying out contracts is fascinating to me. The only way you can do this is by having like a CBA or something in place, maybe. Or you have 2-year deals or something where, if a player wants to leave, that's fine. We get a clawback on what we paid you last year, and they got to pay out what we're going to give you this year. Jeff on YouTube. Ryan Knight's right early on YouTube. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel tonight if you haven't, to get me off the number that we were on before we started tonight. Mac needs to use that money to buy some better red zone plays for the playbook. I'm here. I can help. I really can. I really, truly believe in my heart of hearts, I could scheme great red zone, 10 yards in, 10, 15 yards in plays. I really do. I'm not being funny here. From an inverted wishbone look, if you want to go, out of the gun, I can invert diamond. I can create mismatches. I've got movement that talking to you as your red zone coordinator, you would never see a fade pass into the end zone from me as a red zone coordinator. You would never have a single outcome, single option play ever run in the red zone because I can prey on the defense that they have to sell out massively on any movement at any time. And I will pick on that movement with misdirection, with multiple outcomes. Belly 234 quick pass. Right eye right, belly 234 quick pass. Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody cares. Hell, I run the veer. I'll run the Houston veer at them. Timbo jumping in on our YouTube channel. I had my hopes up high Good one. Roadhog. Road You're Standing On. His rock band version of Boxcars. Yeah, and then we get into the whole different eras of Joe Ely over the years, 70s, 80s, 90s. The live recordings, you know, those were kind of postcards over the years. In 80, live shots, live at Liberty Lunch in 90, live at Antone's in 2000. They were kind of glimpses at where they were, depending on where you saw them. And you can give me your favorite songs tonight for Joe Ely. You can give me your favorite shows, the Lubbock shows over the years. Saw so many. Got great memories, different opening acts, different things. It's all good. Tell me about it. And I think, hold on, right there. That's Joe Ely, okay? For those who don't know, that's Joe Ely. We explained on our Facebook page last night, Ryan and it's Raiderland, what that is, where it came from. That's the album cover, the original album cover from his solo effort in 1977. It is autographed by Joe Ely, by Paul Milosevic, the longtime Lubbock artist who painted the album cover and everything else. And it's like one of only a handful of autographs I have. I rescued that album cover from KTXT 88.1 FM in 1990 when they were throwing out albums as they were going to CDs and everything else. I'm like, yeah, I think I'll take this. It has the original, what we used to call liner notes on it, from whoever the music director was in 1977 at the radio station, talking about local boy makes good. Play track 1, play track 3, do this. It's got that on there. And it's autographed by Paul Milosevic, the artist who painted it. Great Lady Raider fan over the years, became friends with him. And in 1997, after a show at the Depot Warehouse, had that album cover up there, brought it up after the show, caught Joe, said, hey, man, been hanging on to this for a while. Paul signed it. And he was like, holy crap. And we sat there visiting for about 5 or 10 minutes. And what you can't really see there is it says 20 years later, because this was 97 after the 77 release, 20 years later, the road goes on forever. Pretty cool. That's what that is. For those who don't know, and we've had people, I've been on national shows and different things, and they always comment on it. What is that you, in your younger days? No, that's Joe Ely. First album. JC Double T, I'm not Lubbock enough to know of Joe Ely, but respect. If you're a fan, should have been. It's not too late. Get some music tonight. Check it out. Man, how can somebody not be a Joe Ely fan? Just kidding. I get it. I understand. James, you said it a lot. Players need a CBA, then a free agent window from February to May. Yeah. Well, I think right now the players would fight a collectively bargain agreement. It's the schools that need the collectively bargain agreement. It's the schools that should be fighting to unionize the players, because then they can get the best deal possible, just like the NFL does to NFL players. The NFL, the owners beat the players every time because they have a CBA. And pure and simple. That the colleges, that the universities are reluctant to do that just tells me how stupid they are. Robert joins us now on YouTube. Bama and Oklahoma should be an ugly game. They're both offensively challenged, and they both have real good defenses. 13-9 either way. I don't even know what the total is in that game, but I would say I would lean to the under a little bit in that game. I agree with you. And Alabama's just not very good in my opinion. I don't think they're a very good football team. I think OU's defense is better than Alabama all the way around. Did I just pick Alabama to lose against OU? I think I did. Jeff, favorite Ely show? mid-90s, Greenhall, Joe standing on the tables, David Grissom version. All right, so you got that. You got Grissom, you got McCarty there. I know the band. I know the lineup. Gary Fukunaga on the bass. Fantastic. Very good. That lineup. If you're talking like 94 to 96, we're talking a Letter to Laredo coming out 96, 96, 95, 96. Yeah. Yeah, 90, 95. Letter to Laredo album, I think is what you're talking about with, you know, Flaco Jimenez on the flamenco guitar. Got, so much good stuff going on. Jeez. Philip, listen, we all need to take an onion over to Stubbs Memorial soon. We're going to play a little East Lubbock Onion Ball Championship with Joe and Tom T. Hall, and that's a real story. And that's a real thing that happened. The Great East Lubbock Onion Ball Championship. True story. And Paul Milosevic, the artist who painted that album cover there, has told me the real story of that, and it's even better than the story you think you know. JC Double T getting in on the United Supermarkets chat line tonight. Why do your smart listeners, viewers, buy into national media only knock on Tech? Red Zone happened twice on national games against very good Red Zone D. I have no idea what any of that means, but I agree with you, JC Double T. I have no idea what you're meaning there. You guys got to give me a whole lot of detail on stuff because I'm rolling through. I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine at lunch today. He's like, "Yeah, you're doing your show, you're rolling through the comments, and it comes in later and after, and your brain's like over here, and you're trying to catch up here, and it just, whatever." Why do your smart listeners, viewers, buy into national media only knock on Tech? I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Your favorite Joe Ely songs of all time? Shows you saw? You're in charge of college sports. What's the transfer portal look like to you? What's the transfer rules? What would you want in the perfect world? How would you structure it? How would you fix it? I mean, Texas Tech going to steal a conference member quarterback. It looks like in Sorsby. Ain't nobody care. Nobody care. Yeah. Play better, pay better, right? Player Dylan Raiola, Nebraska, going to go to his 12th school in 13 years of playing college football. Nobody cares. Joseph, saw Joe Ely at the last Tornado Jam around 82. Yeah, 82, 83. I can't remember which year it was. Muddy mess. And that's what got it canceled, by the way, or got it rescinded by the city council out there at the Canyon Lakes. Free and natural wet t-shirt contest. Joe was as messed up as the crowd. And the crowd was messed up and everybody was messed up. I think that was the year after Linda Ronstadt. Or is my dear friend Kent Best, his mom used to call her Linda Ronstatler. But anyways, I think that was 83, the final one. And then they said, we can't have the Tornado Jam anymore at the Canyon Lakes because it's going to kill the buffalo grass. God, what a bunch of losers on the council at the time. Gary's on YouTube. That's a social media platform. It's not a drug. It's okay. Yeah, it is a drug. Just watch a Waco sportscast where RG3 picked Tech to win the whole enchilada. Man, RG3, say what you want about him. Dude has been all over Texas Tech, sniffing that jock hard for the last couple of weeks. He is an ambassador for the Red Raiders. I don't know who made him mad at ESPN. Everybody, they fired his ass. But he is massive in the Tech camp. Hey, drive it like you stole it. Thanks, RG3. By the way, one of the greatest tracksters in Big 12 history. Had he like truly decided, I'm going to be a 400-meter hurdler, I'm going to be Edwin Moses for like 2 Olympic cycles, I truly believe RG3 could have done that if he had totally given himself over to track and field. Effortless. Meanwhile, Jeff is back on YouTube. Anybody else at the Ely show? Anybody else at the Ely show taped at Tommy's Place late '80s for the show on local TV Sunday night after the local news? Was this in Lubbock? I don't remember this. Where was that, Jeff? Kelly talking about Me and Billy the Kid has to be my favorite song. Oh, me and Billy the Kid, we never got along. I didn't like the way he wore his hat and he buckled his belt all wrong. But we had the same girlfriend. Great song. Ryan gets in on Facebook. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. You guys can go there. It's free. Sorsby be installed as unquestioned starter or open competition with Hammond. Unquestioned starter. You're not going to pay the amount you got to pay to get him, and he ain't coming here to compete for a job. The Sorsby acquisition tells you Hammond will not be healthy this year, and he's not going to be the quarterback this year. Bottom line, that's what this is about. That if you're bringing in Sorsby, if you're bringing in a player like Sorsby, he ain't coming here to compete for a job. He's coming here for the money. He's coming here to be the starter, and he's going to be the starter all damn year. End of story. So that tells you that either Hammond ain't going to be ready this year at any time, and you can't take that chance, or that they feel like if Hammond gets mad and leaves, they really don't care. Harsh business, isn't it, this college football? JCTT, national media's only knock on Tech is red zone efficiency, so folks thinks it's an issue. 2 games versus BYU will do that. Well, they had red zone issues beyond just BYU. They had red zone issues and red zone problems beyond just BYU. And it is the real deal. And it's why when Oregon beats James Madison Saturday night, and you see those lines come out, JC, Texas Tech is going to be an underdog in that game. Oregon's going to be favored by about 1.5 to 2.5 points on the opening line. Now, I'm not saying that's the way the game's going to go, but it is a real issue. That's the problem with Texas Tech, that they have one of the worst. I think they were 101st in red zone touchdown conversions versus what they should get. Horrible red zone offense, touchdown conversions. It ain't just BYU. It's been there all year. And so when you say national media is only knock, well, yeah, you've only got one knock on a team that's 4th ranked in the country. It's a real knock. By the way, I'm sorry if I gave away the plot, but yeah, Tech's going to be an underdog in the Orange Bowl. On the opening lines, at least. Timbo, Joe saying everybody at the football game won't ever be the same. At Liberty Lunch after Tech beat UT in '89, my first Austin show. Hell, yeah. 1, you saw him at Liberty Lunch. 2, you saw him after the Tech beat down of Texas. Jamie Gill, Anthony Manyweather. Seriously? Never saw him at Liberty Lunch in Austin. That's freaking awesome. You win so far. Jeff, yeah, I was in Lubbock. Tommy's Place was out south of town. They recorded shows to play on KC. No, it was Channel 13. It was KLBK. Sunday nights, 10:30. I remember this now. Doug Smith wrote the theme song. Good stuff. I remember what you're talking about now, Jeff. But it was on KLBK, Channel 13. And I do not remember Tommy's Place at all. But now I remember what you're talking about, featuring local artists and stuff like that. Wow. I'd forgotten about that. We're going back 88, 89, 90, right in through there. Tommy's Place, now the 4-Bar K. Okay, I got you. Yeah. It's all coming back to me now. You know? Old Texas Tech man did not like Rob Reiner. Well, you don't have to worry about him anymore. He's graveyard dead. And I'll say this, no man, no woman deserves to be killed the way apparently, allegedly he was killed. I don't care if you like his politics and don't like his politics or anything in between. He was a human being. He was deserving of respect and love, and all of God's children deserve that. Whether you liked his politics or not, I did not. It is awful, awful what happened to him. And I reject any man who celebrates his death in that manner. And I reject you, old Texas Tech man, for doing a dance on that. Red zone conversions versus clearing 12 lines by double digits, which is a result, which is a stat. I can't help you on that. Here's the deal. Texas Tech has struggled in the red zone. Here's the stat. Tech struggled in the red zone getting touchdowns instead of field goals, having multiple pre-snap penalties, and not maximizing their opportunities. If you can't see that, I can't help you. I think they've also run a lot of one outcome plays, single outcome plays. If you can't see that, I can't help you. Some people want to get help. Some people don't. That's the problem. Texas Tech biggest problem offensively, red zone short yardage. Beyond that, offense really good. That's why you just paid Mac Leftwich a bunch of money to keep doing a really good offense and scoring a bunch of points. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but that's the reality of the deal. All right, a few more minutes left with you tonight. Your favorite Joe Ely song shows of all time. We'll keep talking about him this week. Why not? What would be your transfer rule? By the way, if they would just unionize the players, all this ends. Everything that you guys hate, the multiple transfers, everything it ends. It ends just like it does in the NFL. But you got to unionize. And the schools are afraid to do it. I don't know why. Because they're going to win when they do that. The schools will win every single time, just like the NFL destroys the NFLPA. The weakest union in pro sports is in the NFL. The strongest ownership is the NFL. Why college football and college universities and the leaders can't figure that out? They're stupid, right? They're just dumb. They really are. Tech basketball, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Northern Colorado tonight. I don't even know what the line is. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if Tech didn't cover. They played 6 players the other day against Arkansas. They got Duke coming up. It's a sandwich spot in here that I would probably say, hey, they're just going to try to get out of there with the win and see what happens. Again, that's not an expression of go spend your money on this. All right. Stephen, read a good college football playoff idea. Bye teams get home, quarterfinal games, first round games, bowl games. I fixed the whole thing. It's a 32 team playoff after we move it away from the NCAA. You got 62, 72 teams. Here we go from there. Favorite Joe Ely cover. Where is my love done live? Yeah, good. That's on. Gosh, that's not on Live Shots. I don't think. Maybe it is. Might be on Live Shots. Mark, total revenue sharing for all colleges like the NFL does. Well, yeah, when they break away from the NCAA and they create their own league, absolutely, 100%. Philip, if I'm in the NCAA, no transfers till February. Get out of the business of trying to figure out NIL. That's up to each school and student. Yeah, until it isn't. Hold on. Meat eating didn't care about anybody else's politics. Meat eating, meathead. Meat eating, meathead. Rob Reiner, meathead. Hey, man, he made some great movies. He was a good actor. Him and his wife didn't deserve to die that way, no matter how you feel about their politics. End of story. Jeez. Be people, right? Be people. Be humans. People. Worst invention ever. All right. You got like 30 seconds to get in one more message on the United Supermarkets chat line. We'll have this for you on the website, theraiderland.com. What if Wednesday tomorrow morning? Alt history. That'll be good. We can have some fun with that. And then we'll be with you tonight on the website, also on our Facebook page for Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. That's right. Your daily dose of West Texas coming up. You don't know what it might be. It's always West Texas. All right. And then follow us on Twitter at Ryan Hyatt Media. You guys are awesome. I want you to do the Power of Five, Middleton and Son. Great Facebook page. Check it out. Tell them thanks for supporting Raiderland. Go there. 5 people do that tonight. That's awesome. If you like anything we do, that'd be awesome. McAlpin Chiropractic, same thing. They're on a Facebook. Hat Creek Interior Studios, we're there on Facebook with them. Really cool. And then United Supermarkets. Let's see. Mark got in Tech 24-point favorite tonight, Northern Colorado. They adjusted the line knowing what we were talking about. I wouldn't play it, but if I did, if I was going to play it, I would take Northern Colorado. I wouldn't lay the 24 tonight. We'll see. Hope they win by more than that, but yeah, I wouldn't be laying that 24 tonight. Given what's coming up, you're going to get on a plane in 2 days. 6 players played the other day. Okay. We'll see how they handle it. All right, you guys are the best. You really are. Best audience out there. I challenge you, and I don't give you a free ride because I know you're smart, okay? That's why I do that. I challenge you because I know you're smart. We'll be with you in the morning. We'll be with you tonight, theraiderland.com. Got to hit this button. Got to hit this other button. Thank you, Joe, for the music.